Welcome back to Grandma K Style and welcome back to my bathroom. It has been a long weekend and a long Sunday. It's about 10 o'clock at night and we're going to do our PM skincare routine. Get ready for bed. We're going to start with a double cleanse. I like to use a balm for the first cleanse, so tonight we're using the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. I like it because no matter how much makeup you have on, it takes it right off and you don't have to worry about it. So we get just a little bit on our hands and spread it all over. Get, especially if you have mascara, get it all up in there. Get it in all the crevices where your makeup tends to end up. Just get it all up in there. And just get a little warm water on your fingers and it kind of emulsifies with the water. Then I like to use my Wonder Cloth. Just get that wet. And the makeup just literally washes away. Rinse that off. Make sure that you wash your neck and your chest because you put, at the very minimum, sunscreen there, if not some makeup. So you want to make sure you get all that off. All right, so that is cleanse number 1. For cleanse number 2, I like a cream or a gel cleanser, and I prefer something unscented. So I'm using the Hydro Boost by Neutrogena, gentle cleansing, fragrance free. This is not enough to take my makeup off, but it's a perfect second cleanse after the balm, because it leaves you feeling super clean, but also not tight. If you're feeling tight, that means your skin is over dried. Your cleanse is not supposed to make you feel tight. Now, after the second cleanse, I like to use some type of scrubber. This is a little silicone one, but any of the orbital scrubbers, or you can even get a manual little scrub brush, either in silicone or whatever type of brush you like. But I like to use these to get down in those pores really well. And rinse that off. The reason I like the silicone one is it's easier to clean, and especially with everything with the COVID and all the hand washing and keeping everything clean, I just feel like it's easier to keep clean than the bristle type of brushes. So we're going to do one more pass with our clean Wonder Cloth that we've rinsed out, just to get the residue off. You could also just splash your face to rinse, but I tend to get that all over, so I just use the Wonder Cloth. And the cleansing is done. Pat it dry just a little bit with, I like the microfiber towels. Microfiber is great. It doesn't tend to fuzz my skin up. It doesn't dry me out. So I like the microfiber a lot. Next, I want to get some green tea. So I'm going to go in with this green tea toner. You can put this on with a cotton ball or a cotton round if you want, but I like to just pour some on the tips of my fingers and put it on almost more like an essence. I figure if I'm going to spend money on skincare, why let it get absorbed up into a cotton round? I just put it straight on my skin and let it soak in there. Awesome. The next thing, and I think for me at least, the most important part of my anti-aging skincare routine is prescription tretinoin, which is Retin-A. And I use the Curology brand because with Curology, you can just upload some pictures and some information about your skin, and they will give you a consultant with a dermatologist, and the dermatologist will pick the exact formula for you based on your skin and your goals. And so everybody's formulation of Curology is just a little bit different. It's on a subscription, so depending on what you get, mine's like $19.99 a month, but they have a special they always run where you get the first month for free. You just pay, I think it's $4.95 for shipping. So if you've been reluctant but thinking about getting on prescription tretinoin and you don't want to make that trip to the dermatologist, try Curology. I think you'll really like it. So we're going to put that on the face. You know, some people can put prescription tretinoin on their neck and chest. I cannot. It's too drying and my skin is too sensitive there. I had to start with a very low concentration of the tretinoin and work my way up because I have sensitive skin. Because those areas are not going to stand the Retin-A, I use a Retin-All, and the one I'm using right now is the Maelove Stargaze. Now the retins are in basically 3 different categories. The lowest category is retinol. Retinol, you're not going to see the kind of results that you see with Retin-A. It doesn't have the ability to do as much as Retin-A, but it's still a good product for your skin. Some are better than others. The Maelove formulation is pretty good. The next step up from that is retinaldehyde, or you'll see it retinal with an AL instead of an OL. That's a step up from retinols. Again, those are non-prescription and they don't have the ability to build collagen the way that Retin-A does. And then of course there's your Retin-As, but Retin-As are always going to be prescription only. If there's something over the counter that tries to tell you it's Retin-A, it's really not. It's retinol or retinaldehyde because Retin-A is prescription only. So don't be fooled by that. Okay, now that we've got all of our retins on, I like to go in with this Timeless Matrixyl Synth 6 Serum. It's got all kinds of fabulous anti-aging ingredients. I only use about 3 or 4 drops in the palm of my hand, and I put that all over my face. Now, if you watch my AM skincare routine, you will know that I am cheap when it comes to my skincare. I don't like to put my more expensive serums on my neck, chest, and hands, but neck, chest, and hands do need some anti-aging as well because they get sun damaged. So I use the Ordinary Buffet. It's basically exactly what it says, a buffet of all the fabulousness, but it comes at a drugstore price. So I don't mind using that on my neck, chest, and the back of my hands. The next thing I like to do is copper peptides. Copper peptides help with the bounce back in your skin that we tend to lose with age, and this one is complete copper peptides. Now again, if you watch my AM skincare routine, copper peptides and vitamin C do not play well together. So if you're going to use copper peptides and vitamin C, just make sure that you split them up and do not use them both in the AM or PM, split them. So I use vitamin C in my AM, so I do the copper peptides in my PM. And the copper peptides I can put on my eyes and my lips, where I wouldn't put the retins there because they burn and dry out, which I don't want happening to my eyes. All right, got our copper peptides, got our Matrixyl. And then the last serum that I like to use is Maelove the Hydrator. I live in a desert and my skin is very, very dry. So I need as much hydration as I possibly can get. So I use about 3 drops of that and put that all over my skin. Again, the rule with serums is that you start with the thinnest and work your way up to the thicker ones. So this Maelove Hydrator is a little bit thicker serum, so that's why it's the last serum I put on. And then we want to keep all that fabulous serum in our skin, so we need to use a cream. I'm using the CeraVe Night Cream right now on my face. I do not use a separate eye cream because honestly, most eye creams, the ingredients in them, if you read them, they're the same ingredients that are in the regular night cream. They just put it in a smaller jar and charge you more for it. So I don't bother with that. I just use my night cream all over my eyes as well. And then for my neck, chest, and hands, right now I'm using this Neutrogena Deep Moisture. I really like the feel of this, but it is scented. And because it is fairly highly scented, not a bad smell, but still a scent, I don't really want it on my face, but it works great on my neck, chest, and hands. So I'll just take some of that. Neck, chest, back of the hands. Make sure it's all rubbed in. And there you have it. We're almost ready to go to bed. We're going to do one last thing. Actually, we're going to do 2 last things. We're going to use a lip mask. This is by Ulta Beauty. This is the Healthy Hydration Lip Mask. So I'm going to take a little bit of that. And put that on my lips. That will keep the peptides and the serums that I did put on my lips, it'll keep them in there and let them do their job. And then the last thing, which I almost forgot because it's fairly new in my routine, I am testing out the e.l.f. lash serum. So I need to put on some lash serum. And this just goes right at the base of your lashes. And you can also use it on your brows, which I'm going to because I have some issues with my brows due to my Hashimoto's disease. And there we go, the anti-aging PM routine. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some interesting information. If you did, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos and more fabulous skincare and makeup. Thanks guys, and good night, sleep tight.